Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cuspers, if you've been feeling like your life is quietly falling apart or quietly coming together, this isn't your imagination. Like the next 18 months will bring some of the biggest destiny shifts you've ever experienced in years. One chapter is ending and another is beginning. So today we're going to see exactly what Spirit wants to know. Beautiful souls, welcome back in. If you're returning and if you're new, hi Amanda. This is a very special reading because we're looking beyond 1 month. We're looking at the next 18 months as the North Node moves into Aquarius, the South Node moves into Leo, and we're having this powerful eclipse cycle that is beginning to unfold. For my Scorpio Sagittarius cusp, you are known as the cusp of revolution. Adventure isn't always about traveling to a new place. Sometimes the greatest venture is becoming someone you've never been before. That's exactly what these eclipses are inviting you to do. They are stretching your vision, breaking the old limitations, and encouraging you to trust what you cannot fully see. If life has felt uncertain lately, don't rush to fix everything, all right? Sometimes Spirit creates uncertainty because it's preparing you for the future that is actually much bigger than the one that you've been trying to hold on to. So let's dive in, beautiful souls. All your cards here, Spirit came out, all right? These cards really want to come out, all right? Here's even the Queen of Pentacles, but we're going to leave her there for now. All right. Diving in here, your soul message for the next 18 months is flow. So the number 20 or the number 2 could be significant, all right? Spirit couldn't have actually chosen a more beautiful card to begin this reading. Flow reminds you that not everything is meant to be forced. Over the next 18 months, I'm hearing you're going to notice some doors seem to close almost effortlessly, while others open without you having to chase them, because your soul is moving into greater alignment with your destiny. Think about standing beside a river. If you try to swim against the current, you become exhausted. But when you allow yourself to move with the water, you actually discover it naturally carries you exactly where you need to be. Some of you may have been trying to control every outcome because uncertainty feels uncomfortable. Maybe you've been holding on to a relationship that no longer feels the same. Maybe you've stayed in a job because it feels safe, even though your heart maybe has been asking for something different. Maybe you've been trying to make everyone else happy while quietly ignoring your own needs. What Spirit is saying here is that more you surrender to divine timing, the easier this next chapter is going to become. All right? Looking at the card here from the Gaia Oracle, we have lost love, surrender, healing, releasing. Now, this card doesn't necessarily have to talk about romantic love, all right? It can be talking about grief. Grief about the old dreams, old identities, old versions of yourselves. Some of you may still be carrying some sort of disappointment from something that didn't work out years ago. Perhaps you didn't get the career opportunity you hoped for. Perhaps someone walked away. Perhaps life simply unfolded differently than you imagined. And Spirit just wants you to know that healing isn't forgetting. Healing is just reaching that place where the past can no longer control your future. I'm hearing over the next 18 months, it isn't asking you to erase your story. It's just asking you to stop living inside the chapters that have already ended. The number 35 could be significant, or the number 8. All right. I'm even hearing the number 7. The 7, I don't see 7 yet, but the number 7 could also be significant for some of you. Yeah. maybe like 7:35 or 8:35, something like that could be significant for some of you. Perhaps it's just confirmation of numbers, even 20:35, right? So let's have a look at these cards that are already laid out here for us that Spirit really wanted to bring forth. Is what is the biggest area of change that's happening, all right? And your first card that came out is the Tower. We have the Tower, the Nine of Swords, we have the Seven of Cups. Oh yeah, here's that number 7. All right, 9, 7 could also be significant. 97 could be significant. All right. Transformation. Spirit is saying transformation isn't happening because everything is falling apart. It's happening because something that isn't built on truth can no longer remain. The Tower can be a scary card, right? It often scares people, but it's not punishment because it's a breakthrough. Over the next 18 months, many of you will completely change the directions of your life. Some of you will leave jobs you've outgrown, relationships that you've outgrown. Some of you may move homes or really relocate to cities or a different country. Others of you may finally walk away, yes, from that relationship that have kept you feeling emotionally small. Nine of Swords, it tells me that these changes begin long before they happen physically. It's like your mind already knows. You may lie awake wondering if you're making the right decisions. All right? Something also was bringing you stress. All right? The Tower is coming down to remove that. Yeah, the 7 Cups says there is going to be several choices available, but not every opportunity will also be the right one. That's why Spirit is actually asking you maybe perhaps just to slow down a little bit, to listen to your intuition instead of the fear. All right? So you can see through the confusion. All right? And choose the right options that are right for you. But there is a spark that's returning with the Page of Wands here. The excitement. The moment that you finally say, what if this actually works out? Your life changes the moment that fear stops making your decisions. Quite a mouthful for what is changing, all right? Now, let's have a look at what is ending. So we have this 6 of Wands here. We're going to clarify it here with the Queen of Pentacles. I'm hearing Spirit is saying that this ending that's happening is a version of success. You've been trying to live for everyone else. Some of you, success is going to has maybe looked like always being responsible. Strong fire and earth placements here. Maybe always being the strong one, always having everything together. But deep inside, I'm hearing some of you have really been exhausted, tired. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is somebody that it represents the energy. I'm hearing it's representing your energy, or it could even, okay, wow, all right. Spirit saying it could represent your energy or someone else's energy. Maybe someone around you who has taught you valuable lessons about stability, security, and self-worth. So what Spirit is actually coming through to say is that you're no longer chasing appearances. You are building a life that actually feels fulfilling. That's a very different kind of success. Okay, let's dive deeper in here. What is destiny bringing in? And we got the Hermit. I'm hearing wisdom. All right. Let's clarify this. The Lovers, alignment. Destiny isn't simply bringing another opportunity, it's bringing in alignment. I'm hearing something about a period of deep self-discovery. And the Lovers here, the Gemini energy, Virgo and Gemini energy here, okay? The Lovers is reminding you that every major decision you make during the eclipse cycle is shaping your future. It shapes your future, the choices that you make. Some of you may meet an important soulmate or a life partner. Others of you may deepen your existing relationship. Some of you may even discover a career path that finally feels like home. But the common thread here is something about the choices. The choices you make from authenticity will create an entirely different outcome than the choices you once have made from places of fear or scarcity. Look how the Hermit is looking towards the Six of Wands. All right, what is the biggest challenge? Two of Swords, like maybe it's choices, making choices, all right? All right, let's clarify this. Number 2 could be significant as well, all right? Double twos could be significant for some of you. Threes could be significant for you. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I'm hearing that your biggest challenge won't be a lack of opportunity. It will be about believing you're ready to receive it. Because the Ace of Pentacles is the energy of the potential new beginnings around career, finances, home, business, long-term stability. Two of Swords says that fear can keep you standing still. Real life examples maybe I can give you is that imagine receiving a job offer in another city and your heart says yes, but your fear says stay where it's familiar. And Spirit is like saying growth really feels comfortable in the beginning. Following your intuition towards the new beginnings. The biggest blessing. Six of Pentacles. So I'm hearing equal give and take. All right. Balance. Harmony. Support. Opportunities. Clarify that. 68 could be significant. Momentum is finally returning. I'm hearing people who generally want to see you succeed. All right. The Eight of Wands, I'm hearing things will speed up. Anything that felt delayed or delays that you have experienced will begin lifting. I'm hearing something about phone calls, messages, job opportunities, financial improvements, unexpected invitations. Progress that once maybe took months may suddenly happen within weeks. Spirit's like saying here, when the energy starts moving, it moves quickly. 14, right? Temperance, balance. 5, change. All right, let's get your final cards out and have a look at who do you become. Two of Wands. Justice. And let's have a look at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Cups. By the end of these 18 months, you're no longer going to be the person that waits for life to happen. I feel like you're going to be with that sword down. You mean business. You're going to be the person that creates it. Two of Wands is showing that someone that looking towards a much bigger future. Like, I see your head turning away from injustice as well. And I see balance, truth, accountability, living in alignment with your authentic self. That's how I see you in the next 18 months. This is like your future self coming through. The old version of you reacted to life. The new version responds with wisdom, I'm hearing. Underneath that all is the 10 of Cups, right? It tells me that the destination isn't just the success, it's the peace. Emotional fulfillment. It's creating the life that genuinely feels like home. Whether this is going to be through family, love, purpose, community, or simply finding happiness within yourself, within your soul. Your soul is moving forward towards a much more fulfilling chapter, I'm hearing. Scorpio, Sagittarius. The Spirit isn't asking you to have all the answers today. They're simply asking you to trust the next step. These eclipses aren't happening to punish you. They're happening because your soul has outgrown the life that you have been living. Yes, some doors will close, but others will open so naturally. You're going to wonder why you ever fought so hard to stay where you were. But remember, sometimes the greatest revolution isn't changing the world around you. It's changing the way you see yourself. And once that changes, everything begins to flow. Everything begins to follow. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love to hear from you in the comments, like, what is your intuition saying? What area of your life do you feel is changing the most over the next 18 months? Perhaps you can affirm to yourself or in the comments that you trust in divine timing. You release what no longer serves you. You welcome the life your spirit is preparing you for. And you courageously step into your highest timeline with faith, peace, and confidence. Until next time, keep shining your light, trust your intuition, and remember, the universe is always guiding you exactly where your soul is meant to be. I'm sending you all love and light, and I'll check you in the next one.